Gareth Barry's ability, straight to Delap. Olafinjana de Lawrence. Played through to Fuller. Fuller's beaten Larson here. And Ricardo Fuller scores for Stoke. Stay down.
Guys, welcome back to another episode of the Stoke City career mode. Yeah, last episode you could say was negative, but at the same time it wasn't. You know, yes, we lost our streak after a fantastic 25 games, but we still played well in both games. We still won one out of two. But now, guys, we've got to move past that, as I said in the last episode. Now we've got Wigan, Ipswich, and depending on how the first two games go, potentially Aston Villa in this episode. When you actually look at it, I just wanted to give you the run through at the moment. We've got Wigan, Ipswich, Villa, then it's a fairly difficult march because we've got Forest, QPR, Derby, Reading and Sheffield Wednesday, which I believe at least 4 out of 5 are in the top half of the table. So that's not going to be an easy month for us. Again, not the easiest month. We've got Blackburn, Swansea, Rotherham, who are fighting for relegation, who of course will be wanting it, who will be up for it. Middlesbrough are in top half, Millwall are in mid-table, and Norwich. So yeah, you see, then you know we do have a difficult run in, and then the last game of the season we have Sheffield United. Again, not an easy game at all. But yeah, the first game we've got to focus on is Wigan. Quite a bit of fatigue because of course how you know the games will start stacking up a game now. Yeah, a bit of fatigue after playing West Brom only 4 days previous even. So yeah, I have had to massively switch up the side and even drop a few players completely out of the squad because they were knackered and would have been there'd have been no point playing them. So we're away at Wigan. Here is my side that I'm going to go with. It's going to be Jack Butland in goal, a back four of Knudsen, captain Ryan Shawcross, Bruno Martins-Indi and Tom Edwards, a midfield three of Ryan Woods, Clucas and Atibo, and a front three of Chi Adams on the left, Mabula on the right, and Ben Brereton, the local lad from Staffordshire, is in the side, up front getting his first start. Let's go. So guys, here we go, a big game against Wigan. We've just come off of our first loss in 25 games. Hopefully that was just a blip. Hopefully our confidence hasn't gone completely. You know, come on, let's not let this get us down. We've got the best away record in the league. We have not lost an away game, guys. We've won 11 and drew 4. So come on, guys, let's keep that positive away record going. And let's go unbeaten until the end of the season now, eh? May as well try. Chi Adams. Good ball in towards Atibo. Ben Brereton. Good skill. Chi Adams. Clucas! Oh, good save. Come on, Edwards. Get across. Good challenge. Oh, you git. And it's, oh, what a save by Butland. Will Grigg denied. Not now. Thank God. And that's half time, guys. It's been an okay half. We've wasted quite a few chances though. We could easily be 2 or 3-0 up now. And this game could be out done and dusted, but half time, 0-0. Oh, good save, Butland. Oh, the mistake by the defence. Oh, Ben Brereton. Oh. Oh, guys, I'm making my first 2 changes of the game. Atibo and Mabula off. Hudson-Odoi and Sergio Gomez making his debut on. Gomez. Woods. Gomez. Good ball in. Clucas. Oh! Well, guys, I'm making my final change of the game. Chi Adams off, McLean on.
Yeah, I think he's probably said, well, next time the yellow will come out.
And that's full time, guys. It's a frustrating 0-0 draw. I don't know what it is. In a way, I just feel like our players, maybe that loss, no matter who they are, whether they're a first team side or a second string side, which I believe this was a good side today. It just seems to have sort of drained us a little bit in confidence. We just didn't seem as clinical in front of goal as we usually do. And we just didn't seem to have that spark. The only positive really is Sergio Gomez had a good game when he came on. After a frustrating game against Wigan, we now have Ipswich away, which once again it's one of them teams that isn't easy to play against. Don't tend to give you much, tend to sit behind the ball, a bit like Wigan did. So this time we can't let that defeat us. This time we cannot let that defeat us. This time. But yeah, I have decided to switch up the team. I do believe it'll be probably the... there's no way to know this for sure, but it'll probably be the youngest team I've played this season. There's only one player in the starting 11 who is 30, and there's nobody above 30. So here it is. It's Jack Butland in goal, a back four of Captain Eric Peters, Mark Muniesa, Moore and Moritz Bauer. A midfield three of Bojan, Allen and Gomez, which I've had to just shift a little bit more forward due to, fitness of Ryan Woods. He's not fit to play, and Sam Kluk has been suspended. So yeah, Gomez and Bojan come in. And then a front three that is so deadly. We already know about it. MIA. MIA, McLean and Safobi. Let's go try and beat Ipswich. We can't let our heads drop now. Not now. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep going. It's not going to be an easy game. I accept that. But I believe we can get all 3 points out of it. Let's go. We go. A big game here. We play third in the league, Ipswich. I know it's not going to be an easy game. We've got a fairly young side out as well, so a little bit of inexperience there. But hopefully Eric Peters and his experience will come into play as he captains the side out. So hopefully 3 points. Peters. Allen. Gomez hits it. Oh, good save. Turn by Ward. Oh, they've turned us. They're in behind, and it's 1-0 Ipswich. I don't know what has happened to us at all. We just seem to have lost all confidence in ourselves since that loss to West Brom. I don't get why, but we just seem to have lost a lot of confidence. 1-0, Jackson scores. Good ball. Allen! Oh! Go on now. Good ball. McLean! Oh! Well done. Oh, good ball. Ince! Get in there! It's an equaliser in front of the Stoke fans. Tom Ince equals it up. 1-1, 34 minutes in. Get in there. Poor touch from their player. Good ball through by Sergio Gomez, and Tom Ince finishes in off the post on his right foot. Good finish. 1-1. Hey. Good save. Oh my God. And that's half time, guys. I'm really annoyed, as you can tell by that. Half time, 1-1. What are we doing with ourselves? Afobe, all good ball, in behind, Tom Ince. Little chop back, looks for McLean, oh, he's at the post. And it's Sergio Gomez. Oh, good skill. Gomez. In behind. Oh, good save. Bojan. Yes! What a goal from Bojan, who makes it 2-1 in the 59th minute. Bojan scores. What a goal that was as well. I know it's into an empty net, but he's reacted really well there and scored a great goal. Good skill by Gomez to get him behind. Forces a good save, and then Bojan with the scissor kick buries it. Get in there. 2-1. A Phobie. Oh! Clean's got people up with him this time. Good ball. Oh! Well, guys, I'm going to be making all three changes. Sorensen on, Bojan off, Ince off, Damsgaard on, and Juve on. I forgot. Doesn't matter, guys. You know, Gomez off.
Good interception there.
Oh, good play. Here we come now. Oh, he's got ball, Juve. In on one-on-one. Juve scores. 3-1, 89 minutes in. We've closed off the game. Mame Biram Juve with his first few touches, within moments of being on the pitch, scores. Benekavobi with a lovely assist. What a finish that was. What a run it was. Get in there. Oh, lovely turn by Damsgaard on his debut. Does well. Benekavobi. Ooh. And that's full time, guys. We've won 3-1. That's a lot more like it. A lot more positive. A lot more fight. We gave it everything. We went out there. We looked confident. Get in there. Well deserved win. Hey guys, that is going to be the end of the episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. We're getting there now. I think just a quick summary now. We're getting there now. You know, once again, I think that loss really did hit us for the Wigan game, but then we came back strong for the Ipswich game. That's what I'm happy about, to see that my team has bounce back ability. Yeah, it wasn't a great game against Wigan, but then we still didn't lose. Then of course we beat Ipswich, which I'm happy about because we did really well to get that win, and it was a nice little goal towards the end as well. Just a quick substitute impact from Mame Biram Juve, which I was happy about. Good assist by Phobie as well. Yeah, next episode we've got Aston Villa and Nottingham Forest, so that is a hard episode, potentially Queen. You know, I know I always promise it, but you know, sometimes, I mean, those two games had quite a few highlights, despite that being a 0-0 and you know, that being a 3-1 game. So you know, yeah, I'm sorry if you do want to see 3-game episodes. I know for a fact though, guys, that the last episode of season 1, because I'm not finishing after this. We're getting up to the Premier League. We're doing this series, and I promise you guys, will not end until we at least have won the Premier League, at the very least. If it's still enjoyable by that point, Champions League. But yeah, guys, I promise you this. Season 1's finale will be a 3-game episode, but no matter how long it is. There'll be Norwich, Millwall, and Sheffield United. So that's what I'm going for. But yeah, guys, I do hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you next time.